Have a good day. Myself Anjali Dikshit, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Juridical Sciences, Rama University. Today we will discuss about the judicial system and hierarchy of the criminal courts. In Indian judicial system, the main organs are police, courts, public prosecutor and jail authorities. But the courts played a vital role to provide justice to the victim and to maintain the law and order in the society. The term court of justice is defined under section 20 of the Indian Penal Code. As per section 20 of the Indian Penal Code, the court of justice means judge who empowered by law to act judicially alone or a body of judges empowered by law to act judicially. Now come to the hierarchy of the Indian criminal courts. The Supreme Court of India is the apex body of the criminal courts. As per Article 124, Supreme Court is the highest criminal court of India. After that, as per Article 231 of the Constitution of India, there are various high courts who provide the justice to the victim. Now come to the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court and High Court. The main jurisdiction of the Supreme Court and High Courts are writ jurisdiction, superintendence on the various judicial matters, consultation and control over the lower courts as per Article 235 of the Constitution of India, and also the appellate power of Supreme Court and High Courts. After that, the criminal courts are divided as and works as per section 6 of the Criminal Procedure Code 1973. There are criminal courts divided as per the district and metropolitan areas. In district, there is Sessions Court. As per section 9 and section 10 of the Criminal Procedure Code, there will be a session court and presided by the sessions judge, additional session judges and assistant sessions judges. They all are appointed by the concerned state's high court with the consultation of the governor of that state. After that, the criminal courts are divided as per the area and as per the population of that district. As per CRPC, metropolitan areas are those areas where the population is more than 10 lakh persons. But below that population, the criminal courts are divided in the Chief Judicial Magistrates Court, Additional Judicial Magistrate Court, and after that the division of courts as per the district and as per the subdivision. In the district, there will be a Judicial Magistrate Court first class and Judicial Magistrate Courts second class, and there will also a Special Judicial Magistrate Court as per section 13. Similarly, same hierarchy of the judicial magistrate and other magistrate courts followed in the metropolitan area in the name of Chief Metropolitan Magistrate Courts as per section 17 clause 1, and after that additional Metropolitan Magistrate Court section 17 clause 2, and after that the division of courts is Metropolitan Magistrate first class and Metropolitan Magistrate second class. There also are Executive Magistrates Court which are not part of the Judicial Magistrates Court. They are called as the Executive Magistrate. DM means District Magistrate and ADM Additional District Magistrate, and after that the district is divided in the subdivision and there will be SDM and other special executive magistrate who work and maintain the law and order in the that district and metropolitan area. I think you understand the hierarchy of the court very well. Now come to the subordination of the courts. Supreme Court is the apex body. High courts are subordinate to the Supreme Courts, and all the criminal courts in any district is subordinate to the High Court. The Supreme Criminal Courts in any district is called Sessions Court. All the Chief Judicial Magistrate or Special Metropolitan Magistrate or Chief Metropolitan Magistrate or any Metropolitan Magistrate, second class, etc., are all the subordinate to the Sessions Judge. To assist Sessions Judge, there will be Additional Session Judge and Assistant Session Judge. They all are subordinate to the Sessions Judge. After that, criminal court is any district is Chief Judicial Magistrate Court. All the judicial magistrates of the first class and judicial magistrate of the second class are the subordinate to the Chief Judicial Magistrate of that district. Similarly, the same position held in any metropolitan areas, means any metropolitan magistrate first class, any metropolitan magistrate second class, or subdivisional magistrate, subdivisional metropolitan magistrate, all are subordinate to the Chief Metropolitan Magistrate of that metropolitan area. Now come to the jurisdiction and sentencing power. The Supreme Court, as known as the apex body, as per section 53 of the Indian Penal Code, there will be death sentence is the supreme punishment given by the Supreme Court or High Court. After that, imprisonment for life, imprisonment, rigorous imprisonment or simple imprisonment, or fine or forfeiture of the property, all are sentenced given by either by the Supreme Court or High Court. Means Supreme Court and High Courts are empowered to give any sentence of these categories. But when come to the Sessions Judge, any Session Judge is empowered as per section 28 clause 1 may give any sentence, but if he give any death sentence to any person, he have to confirm from the concerned state's High Court. But additional session judges and assistant session judges are not empowered to give death sentence and imprisonment of life. Except these two sentences, they may given any imprisonment like rigorous imprisonment, simple imprisonment, any amount of fine, any amount of forfeiture of property are given by the additional session judges or assistant session judges. Now come to the Chief Judicial Magistrate of that district. Any Chief Judicial Magistrate as per section 29 clause 1 of the Criminal Procedure Code may give only 7-year imprisonment and any amount of fine, or also they may pass any order for the forfeiture of the property. But in the district level, when come to the Judicial Magistrate of that first class, as per section 29 clause 1, the Judicial Magistrate of first class may pass 3-year imprisonment and may impose 10,000 rupees fine only. And the Judicial Magistrate of second class as per section 29 clause 3 may pass 1-year imprisonment and may impose rupees 5,000 fine. Similarly, the position held by the any metropolitan states judicial magistrate or metropolitan magistrate, means any chief metropolitan magistrate may pass 7-year imprisonment or any amount of fine, and additional metropolitan magistrate and additional judicial magistrate also have similar power as chief metropolitan magistrates. And metropolitan magistrate of first class may impose 3-year imprisonment and also may impose the 10,000 rupees fine. Similarly, metropolitan magistrate second class may give 1-year imprisonment and impose 1,000 rupees fine. Now come to the special judicial magistrate and special metropolitan magistrate. High Court may appoint any judicial magistrate first class as a special judicial magistrate as per section 13 of the Criminal Procedure Code, and similarly in the metropolitan area any metropolitan magistrate first class may appointed as a special metropolitan magistrate of that metropolitan area. These special judicial magistrate or special metropolitan magistrates are appointed for a particular cases, means in a family, like a family cases, like NDPS cases, like SC/ST related cases. These special judicial magistrates are empowered to for the trial and all the proceedings, and they have hold the office for a certain period, and they have a power to impose the particular sentence already mentioned in that act. So I think you are very well understand the hierarchy of the criminal courts, the sentencing power of the concerned high court and district courts, and sessions judges and metropolitan judges, etc. Thank you.